Welcome back to another episode of Raine's Contradiction TV. This is Raine here. Um, this week we are going to be going up against the Washington Redskins here. Bear with me while I shut my door there. Apologize for that. But what we're going to look to do here is we're going to come out strong. I want to see if Burke's about to level up again, dude. This guy's bananas. But last week we made, this week I think we made some moves where moved Tarek Cohen for some draft picks, picked up Raine as a backup, a power back, a good third down back kind of guy for third and shorts. Let's go ahead and jump right in here. By doing so, it looks like we went up a rating point because Tarek Cohen was more of a scat back than he was anything else. I mean, he was our main back because we let Jordan Howard go because we had him, and Jordan Howard was asking way more money than we wanted to pay for a running back that we barely used. So I let him go. We're going to let this rookie do his thing. Well, I think he's a second-year guy. We're going to let him do his thing. We're just going to come out here strong and hope that he runs well. Hope that he stays healthy. If not, we do have Raine that we picked up out of free agency at kind of a huge discount. And as always, we're going to be playing the moments unless things get out of hand with Madden being one-sided.
Time to see if the game plan this offense has put together will be successful or not as they take over here early in this first quarter of play.
Let's start here. We'll start with a wide receiver out. I feel like this team is one that would see the drive coming.
On 1st and 10, Burke. And his first pass is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple cover.
Oh, no.
Fires one that's intercepted.
Yeah, definitely tapped it, and that was not an over-the-top lob. So,
our scoreless game may not stay that way much longer as this defense is out there needing a stop on 1st and goal. To throw is Smith. And that's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Appreciate how Fuller being there, but I would have really liked it if he would have made a play on the ball.
Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for.
Slotting, it's one
they tried
thing.
to throw for
Pick
it
that
there.
bad boy off.
Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They run with Geis.
Oh, we stopped him
after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Lambo will put this one through. And it's...
Man, I'm about to take over again
time to take you back into the ball game. It's a
we can't do anything, and they just go right down the field.
1st and 10 in the final minute of the opening quarter. On 1st down, this is Geis. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm in there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The halfback dive.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed,
man.
a flat-out run. You put that whole package together.
I saw the red on him. I was like, man, maybe he'll do something big for us. Absolutely not.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Nope. God dang it.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this. Until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
On who? I didn't. What the fuck? I was doing an audible.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game.
That's so trash. That's so trash.
From the gun on third down, Smith, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he'll get this up to about
I'm
the 48-yard
wondering why he didn't
line.
hand the ball off.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Oh my God, give me a second to throw the ball. You hurt my, oh my God, dude, no way. No way.
On the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Yay, Trevone Boykin.
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
There goes my season, ladies and gentlemen.
Convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Great.
A look at
I'm going to take
Washington
another
as they
loss
come
because of
on
this
the field.
bullshit.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This cheating-ass game!
That's Richardson. 20! Touchdown, Washington!
So I pushed circle before he even had the ball because I saw that my defensive end was going to get there. It switched to the fucking corner, and oh my God. Oh my God, this game.
They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
Bitch.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Oh, I'm scoring. Let's fucking go. I got Trevone Boykin.
Getting set to
So
go
in the event of
again,
fucking
as we look at the
emergency, I
back
can run
heading
around.
onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions.
Oh my God!
Intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the all-pro.
Oh, and we can't fucking tackle him, dude. Fuck this game.
Back to the 22.
Wow, dude.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just
Absolute
looked
rage
problematic.
face.
Hit him as he threw it, and the interception
Incredible.
ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Smith, and his throw here is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This one from 46 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
Apparently the Washington Redskins are gods among
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
I didn't know they
Second
put
and 3.
Alex Smith in Peyton Manning's body.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down, here's Geis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those
He
two.
hurt too now?
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now it's Boykin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
All I had to do was catch it. He
We have
scores a
not
touchdown.
seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers.
Free.
Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Boykin.
What the hell, dude? I watched it.
I think you saw the same
Just
thing that
missed.
I did there.
You just didn't block
Remember, he's a
anybody.
backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
Nobody gives a shit about a good punt.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
Wow.
But why put
Wow!
You want to get out there and get something done on offense.
Oh, I hate this game.
Yourself.
I hate everything about this
Good
game.
for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to
I
life
go man so
out on the
that
field,
they don't
don't
have the
they?
opportunity
We just
to
saw
do all that
outside
from
handoff
blitzing.
to the right.
Oh,
That
he's
right
just
tackle,
gonna...
he gets excited for that.
Bitch.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Boykin on 1st and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And they'll run it here. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Boykin to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They go play action now. Boykin to the right side, complete to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
The fake injury timeout garbage.
They'll throw on 1st with Boykin. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Boykin looking to go to the air again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Boykin.
You've got to be kidding me, man.
He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ear. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Here is Boykin. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
That's bad. So it magically hooked in exactly out of bounds right there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Burton went down. Wonderful.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
What the hell?
Doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On the right side, this is Miller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Back to throw.
Oh, no.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll look to throw.
This cheating ass game.
It's intercepted.
Josh Norman, bitch ass.
Josh Norman, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
That's the ball game, y'all. I'm super
So
sending
the
the game. There's no
game-sealing
chance.
play for...
Wow.
So they're going to get the ball back here. Fourth quarter, one-score game down 8. And they're hoping this punt return coming up will maybe get him good field position. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One last shot for Boykin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Don't even care to see it. We're just going to go to the next week. Absolute trash. Absolute trash. We're losing to bad teams, and I don't understand it. Gross. Okay, so Eddie Goldman's back. Nash Burke's fine. His confidence is probably shot. What do you have by way of run blocking? Not a lot. Great. threw a million interceptions. Great. He's got more than double our yards. I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna jump in and play the moment.
And we
I'm
drop
not just
you
gonna
in
play
here
the
under
moment,
the
but I'm gonna
lights.
play the entire
First
game.
drive of the contest. On first down, Burke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and
I
it's
fucking quit.
intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down.
Why do you swat every fucking thing down? And Eddie Goldman's down again. Fucking great. Welcome back to injury.
Corner's going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Oh, Goldman, you can stay your fat ass
They've
in
got
here.
good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Burke. Now he'll escape to his left. And this is caught. It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Wow.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Back to throw. Burke. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, my God. Why are all my linemen getting hurt?
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Burke.
Wow, dude. I hate this game so much. So it's in his hands. He takes 2 athletic steps, then it just gets ripped out. Get the fuck out of here.
They were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides.
So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Back to throw. Burke. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. On third down, Ryan. It's
how?
Jones.
Tell me how Julio
Jones.
Jones is uncovered in a man-to-man situation.
The Falcons are an extra point away from tying the foot.
Real life. Is the first thing that any coach would do in that situation is say, you want to know what? The best receiver in football, we're going to leave wide the fuck open.
Looking to throw. Burke got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burke. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Wonderful.
And when you're playing a quarterback
all
with
these
some
Bruce
experience
Sternums, I guess they're all made out of fucking
you enter the
Teflon.
danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose,
they're just sliding off their chest.
he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Better fucking be holding.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense.
How?
Well, they'll get the yardage, but
Anybody who ever says Madden doesn't cheat.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
throwing again. Ryan. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
I was afraid to actually tackle him because I didn't know I could, you know, I was afraid I was going to get another roughing the passer on a kick or on the sack. I'm going to get roughing the kicker.
Lutz puts this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? On third down, Burke forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that...
The left side of my line broke down. I do not think
so
this is...
on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 4th down, Burke. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. So here's the deal, red zone situation, but it's 3rd down and 3, so a huge play forthcoming.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, Burke under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Bring it.
On 4th down, Burke. And that
Get!
is going to be incomplete.
I love how I have such a good wide receiver, but Madden makes him look so bad. And they march right down the field. Unstoppable.
A potential turning point in a 1-score game. What can
That looked like 3 plays. 3 plays they came down here.
Second half lead. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top.
Wow. Fucking wow.
Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae. This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Throwing on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
And
what the fuck?
Sack back at the 9-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary.
I fucking shook the sack off, and then I was pounding the fucking button to throw the ball. And guess what? Madden fucking Madden.
From the gun on 3rd down. Burke, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Miraculous that every time I have a major fucking play,
so the field goal unit is on the field.
or I could do a hurry up while their defense is fucking vulnerable. That same fucking guy gets hurt.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
It's amazing that there's a timeout that stops the fucking clock.
We drop you back in, long game time.
Like I said, anybody who said Madden does not cheat, you are full of shit.
Can they find a way to get the stop? Now Ryan on 1st down.
Yep, I hit square. I definitely didn't hit triangle.
He will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack.
Tell me how...
False start there.
I didn't fucking touch a button. Oh my god. You have got to be kidding me. How? How is somebody I'm controlling moving without me moving them?
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here.
Oh, it was a false start. Okay. I was about to freak out.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I fucking hate this game. I hate every fucking thing that's ever been said about this game.
It's unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
How? Oh my God, how? Everybody saw that I barely kicked that fucking ball, right?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield.
He just fucking ran for 20 yards.
Range and win this game.
See if they
I'm
can
sending a blitz
that.
and fucking Matt Ryan ran for fucking 20 yards.
There, the drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
He's gone.
He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls
Yep, he destroyed Kyle Fuller, which is real fucking right.
32 that time.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play...
This was coming after a large update by Madden, just for everybody who was wondering. So this will be my last broadcast of Madden. I will not be purchasing another Madden game. Thanks again for watching Raine's Contradiction TV. Have a great day.